Mercury is a very interesting planet. As well as being the closest planet to the Sun, it is also the smallest. It is on average 57,910,000 kilometers from the Sun.
At its nearest point from the Earth, it is 77 million kilometers away, and at its furthest, Mercury is 222 million kilometers away. Incredibly, Mercury has no moons, and the side that's facing the Sun can reach up to 426 degrees Celsius or 700 Kelvin.
Venus, which is the second planet away from the Sun, has a temperature of 460 degrees day and night. Incredibly, Venus has a huge mass of 4,867,000 trillion kilograms.
The radius of Venus is 6,052 kilometers, which means its diameter is 12,104 kilometers. Unusually, Venus has 0 moons. Another fact is that one Venus day is equivalent to 243 Earth days, which causes one Venus day to be 5,832 hours. It is the third smallest planet. Despite the fact that Venus is quite small compared to the other planets, the surface area is still over 460 million kilometers squared.
The Earth has been in existence for 4.54 billion years. It is the third planet away from the Sun. It takes 365 days for the Earth to orbit the Sun and 24 hours to orbit its own axis. When it spins around the Sun, it travels at 67,000 miles per hour. According to some people, Earth is the only planet that has living species on it. Earth is the only planet not named after a Roman god.
The average temperature on Earth is 15 degrees Celsius. Earth only has one moon. The Earth weighs about 6,000 trillion kilograms.
The Moon, which is 150 million kilometers away from the Sun, is a very beautiful satellite. It is the smallest satellite between the planets and the Sun. The Moon is the 5th largest satellite in the solar system, and its orbital period is 27 days.
Amazingly, the temperature can reach 253 degrees Celsius. Despite the fact that the Moon is quite small, it is 4,527 billion years old. The Moon's diameter is 3,474.8 kilometers. The distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400 kilometers.
Mars, the fourth planet away from the Sun, is brown all around the world as the red planet. This red planet has a mass of 639 billion kilograms. With a tiny diameter, it is third lowest in size in the solar system. Mars, bizarrely, has a temperature approximately of 20 degrees Celsius in daytime and minus 90 degrees Celsius in night. Who would have thought of that? Moreover, it's more than 54 million kilometers away from the Earth. There are many strange facts about Mars. For example, the month Mars is named after it. Finally, Egyptians Mars called Mars the Black World Planet due to the fact that Mars, the zodiac almost 26 months, Mars is surely a fabulous object.
Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. It's the 5th planet and has strange red spots. Jupiter has a mass of almost 19,000 trillion kilograms.
This large planet has a diameter of over 137 kilometers. In addition to this, the distance from planet Jupiter to the Sun is 77,850,000 kilometers. Also, the distance from Jupiter to Earth is over 928 kilometers. Even though Jupiter is not the oldest planet in space, it has an amazing age of 4.6 billion years old. The temperature, thought to be
is minus 145 degrees Celsius. Believe it or not, Jupiter has 67 moons, and one of them is Metis.
Saturn is an extremely large planet that is the sixth planet by distance from the Sun. It is 1,433 million kilometers away from the Sun. Lots of planets have moons. For example, Earth has one moon in total. Saturn has 60 moons in total.
On Earth, one day is 24 hours, but on Saturn it is 10 hours and 39 minutes. On Saturn, the temperature is minus 94 degrees. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, and it has an astronomical symbol that represents the god sickle. Saturn is very famous because it has rings around it, and that is made out of dust and rock.
Uranus is the seventh planet away from the Sun, but it is colder than Neptune, the eighth planet away from the Sun.
Uranus has 6 satellites.
Miranda, most important satellite.
Ariel, the largest out of all 27 satellites.
Umbriel, discovered in October 1851.
Oberon, discovered by William Herschel.
Titania, diameter of 1,578 kilometers.
Puck was named after Celtic mythology. Unlike the Earth, Uranus was named after the Greek god of the sky. And did you know that Uranus is an ice and a gas giant, and also the same with Neptune? Uranus also has rings like Saturn. Uranus's rings are made out of rocks and dust. A day in Uranus is 18 hours, and Uranus orbits around the Sun for 84 Earth years.
Here we have Neptune. It is the furthest planet away from the Sun.
As a result of this, it is one of the coldest planets in our galaxy. It takes 129 days for Neptune to go around the Sun. That is the longest time for a planet to go around the Sun in our galaxy. The name Neptune came from a Roman god. The temperature on Neptune is minus 218 degrees.
The Sun is 4.84 billion years old.
It's not a planet, it's a star, and it's in the center of our solar system. The Sun produces light and heat for the entire solar system. At its core, it is almost 16 million centigrade. It's the biggest object in the solar system at 1392684 kilometers wide. It weighs 1981 billion kilograms. The Sun is essential for the survival of the entire solar system. Without it, life could not exist. In the past time, it was worshipped as a god.